In this question, we've been asked to convert the following speeds into kilometers per hour. We've started off with meters per second and we want to turn into kilometers per hour. As before, as I always recommend, we're going to go 1 unit change at a time. We have compound units. It's a distance per time. And there are multiple units of distance we can use as well as multiple units of time that we can use. So we're going to make our way changing just 1 unit at a time so that we can fully track what happens with the scale factors each step of the way. So I've started with meters per second, 45 meters per second. I'm firstly going to change the seconds into minutes, meters per minute. Then we'll go for kilometers per minute. And finally, kilometers per hour. So just asking myself some logical, sensible questions as I make my way through each of these conversions. If I've gone from meters per second to meters per minute, would I expect there to be more meters per second or more meters per minute? I would expect to have traveled more meters per minute. So the scale factor of seconds to minutes is multiplied by 60. 2,700. Well, however many meters I travel in a minute, I expect to have traveled fewer kilometers. 1,000 meters would be 1 kilometer. So I know it should be fewer. So the scale factor of 1,000, I'm going to divide by 1,000. And lastly, if I've traveled a certain amount of kilometers in a minute, would I travel more or fewer kilometers in an hour? I will travel more kilometers in that hour. So I should be multiplying by 60. So here we go, multiply by 60. That gets us 162 kilometers per hour. So just sensibly, logical questions that I'm asking myself to know whether I'm multiplying or dividing the scale factor. It does get tricky with compound measures, but here's a technique that shouldn't take you more than 40 seconds, and just step by step, you're transitioning from meters per second all the way through to kilometers per hour. Okay, let's try the next one. So 15 meters per second will convert to meters per minute, kilometers per minute, and then kilometers per hour. However many meters I travel in a second, I will travel more in a minute. So I'm multiplying by the scale factor that you know. However many meters I travel in a minute, it will be fewer kilometers. So we're dividing by the scale factor that you know. That's 0.9 kilometers per minute. And however many kilometers I travel in a minute, I should expect to travel more within an hour. So the scale factor for minutes to hours, we're going to multiply. Okay, so 54 kilometers per hour.